In this video, we dive into a new release by Meta AI presented in a research paper titled Sapiens, Foundation for Human Vision Models, which presents a family of models that target 4 fundamental human-centric tasks, which we see in this demo and now in the following examples from the paper. First is pose estimation, which detects the location of key points of the human body in the input image, as we can see in the examples here under the pose column. Second is body part segmentation, which determines which pixels combine the different body parts. Third is depth estimation, where in the examples here we see parts in the front of the image are brighter and parts which are more in the back are darker. The last one is surface normal estimation, which as we can see in the examples here, it provides orientation about the shape of the object, a human in our case. Impressively, Meta AI achieves significant improvement comparing to prior state-of-the-art results for all of these tasks, and in this video we explain the paper to understand how these models were created. The first ingredient we talk about is the curation of a large human images dataset. Meta AI has an advantage here with a proprietary dataset of 1 billion human images. To improve the dataset quality, they filter out images with watermarks, text, artistic depictions or unnatural elements, which leaves us with a bit smaller dataset. Then, to further improve the quality of the dataset, they also use an off-the-shelf person bounding box detector to filter out images where persons may not represent a meaningful part of the image. Finally, we end up with 300 million high-quality human images. In the following figure from the paper, we can see that the majority of the images in the dataset actually have more than 1 human per image, where more than half of the images contain 4 humans or more. The next step is self-supervised learning pre-training. As a reminder for what is self-supervised learning, it basically means that our training data has no labels and the model learns solely from the images. And the curated human images dataset with 300 million images that we've just talked about indeed do not have any labels. The self-supervised learning pre-training approach is masked-autoencoder, or MAE in short. This is not a video about MAE, but let's understand how it works in high level. The model that we want to train is an encoder, and we use a vision transformer. Let's call it the Sapiens vision transformer. Since it is a vision transformer, its inputs are images divided into patches, such as the one we have here on the left. This is a single image divided into 9 patches for the example. Now, as part of the masked autoencoder training, we randomly mask some of the patches. The non-masked patches are passed into the encoder, which yields embeddings for the visible parts of the image. The embeddings are then passed into another model, which is the decoder, which tries to generate the original full image. An important note is that the input images have a resolution of 1K for this model. This is a significant jump comparing to top vision models such as Dino V2, where the image size is 224 by 224. Before moving on, if you're getting value from this content, then please consider subscribing to the channel and hit the like button to help this channel grow. We also send 1-minute read summaries by mail about the papers we review here. You may find the link to join in the description of this video. To understand the quality of the pre-training process, we can review the following examples from the paper, where on each triplet of images, the left image is a ground truth image which the model did not see in training. The middle one is after masking 75% of the image patches, and the right one is the image which was reconstructed by the model. Amazingly, we can barely find flaws in the reconstructed images. The last step is building the task-specific models. Now that we have a pre-trained Sapiens Vision Transformer encoder, for each task we add a new task-specific decoder model which will consume the embeddings created by the encoder. For each task, we also have a small labeled dataset, since it is hard to construct many labeled examples for this kind of tasks. Then, we train the decoder on the labeled dataset to create the task-specific model. The pre-trained encoder weights are also updated. This process is being done for each of the 4 tasks. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more reviews of AI papers.